Forward TV. The world is thinking.
Let me just finish with Barack Obama. If we had this conversation 3 years ago, 4 years ago, nobody would know who he is. Nobody would have known who he is. When he ran for Senate, remember he was elected in January 2005. He was asked if he was going to run for president based on a single dazzling performance at the 2004 Democratic Convention, and he said, I couldn't do that. It would be unfair to my constituents. They elected me to be Senate, not to run for president. If we go back and look at his associates, the problem is not Reverend Wright, racist Reverend Wright, who, by the way, Obama said in a 2004 interview, not only did he attend the Trinity Church under Reverend Wright, this is when it was in his advantage to say this, he said that he attended it every Sunday at 11 o'clock, every Sunday. That meant for 20 years he heard this vitriol, but the problem still is not just Reverend Wright, it's Reverend Wright and Reverend Meeks and Bill Ayers and Bernadine Dorn and Mr. Odinga in Kenya and Mr. Khalidi, almost everybody who turns out conforms to a particular profile. And a particular profile is that the United States is not exceptional. The United States suffers by comparison with other cultures and countries. And we look at the problem we're having with ACORN and voter registration. Remember, there's about 2 or 3 things that make us a nation possible. You have to have integrity in the voting registration process. You have to have integrity with your borders. You have to have integrity with debt. We've seemed to have lost all those 3, but the real key thing with the voter registration, it was not new. Mr. Obama can say that he's concerned about the integrity of the process, or he's not concerned about the integrity of the process. But when he ran for state legislature in 1996, what did he do? He sued to challenge the signature of all 3 of his Democratic, very liberal candidates that were rivaling him, and he got them all taken off the ballot. And when he ran for 2004 for the Senate, what did he do? He was behind in the primary, and mysteriously the sealed divorce records of Blair Hull, his Democratic rival, were leaked. There was some problem with his wife about pushing her, and suddenly wife beater runs against Obama was on the headlines. And then when Mr. Hull crashed and burned, what did he do? In the general election, he repeated the same tactics with Jack Ryan, and suddenly, once again, lightning strikes twice, and a mysterious divorce record is unsealed, and he really runs then virtually unopposed. And so there is a pattern here that Mr. Obama in the past, both as a legislative candidate and as a senatorial candidate, did not have confidence in the electorate. He wanted to have extra electoral devices or processes at work to ensure a given result. That is worrisome.